Alright, so in today's video we are going to check out these new weapons that came with the season slash episode, whatever you want to call it. These are the weapons specific to the new activities that came out with the season slash episode. So we're going to go over each one of them. If you want to see the weapons that came out for Crucible, Gambit, Strikes, Nightfalls, Trials, and Iron Banner, then Comp, go watch the other video that was uploaded today. That video will have all those on it. But these ones are specific to the ones with the seasonal activity slash episode activity. Also, before we start, if you would please subscribe, I'd appreciate it. We're close to 400. I would love to hit 400 before the end of the year. We are 90-ish off. So please do subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Now let's get straight into the video. So first off, we're starting off with the Liturgy. Ugh, what a word. It is the new Stasis Special Double Fire Grenade Launcher. These things are pretty cool. There's only two others in the game, one Void and one Solar. So these are pretty unique and rare. I do like this, happen to like this one especially. It has got Chill Clip, which it only has one in the mag, even though it shoots two shots, it's one in the mag. So easy slow effect activation. We also have Rim Stealer, which is a new perk. Destroying a stasis crystal or defeating a frozen target with this weapon grants you an improved amount of frost armor, because it's enhanced. So easy frost armor, easy add, clear, chill, freeze slash shatter everything. It's actually pretty cool combo. I'm actually excited for this weapon. Can't wait to get one myself. For PvE, you'd use that plus the spike grenades, and then I figure volatile launch is the best because you get the extra blast radius. But this is mostly in perk as your choice. I do blast radius to this masterwork as well. And these new mods, I would also use blast radius and velocity, which is aerodynamics. So I would use that as well. PvP wise, they're actually pretty good in PvP. These things are able to one-tap you if they hit both shots directly if you're in PvP. I don't think you have to have spike grenades. I believe you can have anything on, but spike grenades probably does help it. It is able to one-tap if both shots hit, which is kind of crazy. I know it's 5 resilience or less. It might be more able to one-tap you above that. I don't know. But at 5 resil, I know it does one-tap you, so I've had it happen to me a few times. It's quite random and annoying, but it's also cool that it can do that, because both shots, now if only one shot hits you, it won't, but if both do hit you, it does. So it's kind of a cool little thing there. PvE-wise, best roll. PvP-wise, I don't know. I figured Chill Clip probably be the best option still, because it's Chill Clip, that's easy. You could also use Chain Reaction for PvE as well. You'd have to use something else other than Rim Stealer, unless you go around a stasis build to create a ton of crystals, so which probably would be a smart thing, plus Chain Reaction created a ton of crystals and stuff, so it could work out. But personally, I think Chill Clip is the best way for PvP and PvE, honestly. It's just a great perk as a whole. So yeah, I do love this weapon. I haven't gotten it yet, but I love it just by what it looks like. I'm excited to get one. I love the stasis stuff like crazy, so I'm excited to have another stasis weapon with Chill Clip. We'll see how well it does when we get one. We'll probably end up making a video on it separately. The next weapon we're going to go over is called the XOV. XUVI? I'm bad at words. English hard. It's Stasis' primary weapon. It's a hand cannon aggressive frame. Its perks are actually pretty cool. So we've got, for PvP, we've got Precision Instrument instantly. We've also got a couple new perks, which actually, or well, a new perk, which actually would work really well with it, which is Lone Wolf. Sorry, my voice is dying today. Slightly improves aim assist, aim down sight speed, and airborne effect. This which airborne part's not that great. You really shouldn't be jumping with these type of hand cannons, but these are really good. So this is actually a pretty good perk. Lone Wolf's nice, but I would also recommend Encore, which personally I think Encore would be a better perk. There's also Keep Away, which yes, Keep Away is an absolute godly perk. 100% people will use it, but in my opinion, Encore is the better version of Keep Away, even though Keep Away came later. Yes, it does give you benefits that are really nice, you know, significantly increases reload, range, and accuracy if no targets are in close proximity. Now, Encore, though, will give me this for 7.5 seconds after a kill, and you can stack it up to be more and more for damage, or for range, stability, and accuracy. So, personally, I think it's better, and a precision stack will actually give it more. So I think, in my opinion, Encore is a better version. So Encore Precision Instrument, I think, would be the god roll. I'd love this roll. So personally, that's what I'm going to use on it. But Lone Wolf is also good, and then also Keep Away is insanely good too. So won't say it's not. Obviously, I would go Accurized, and I would probably run Small Bore. Probably would run Small Bore with a Probably run a stability masterwork just to get the little extra. It's going to be 80 when you masterwork this fully. This will end up being 80 instead of it doesn't show here, but when you masterwork these, they end up being +2, so it'll be 80 range. You could definitely go higher for range masterwork, and heck, I might even do it. But then there's also this down here with some new mods, all the new mods. We've got a range and stability mod with +6, so we can have 94 range total, 40 stability, which is not bad by any means. So you could definitely make that work. You could push even higher with Hammer Forge, get to the 97 range, or you could sit down around 87 with stability of that. There's a few combos here. It's really just preference, or if you're good. Some people I know will go Fluted Barrel, just to get that extra handling and stability. So that will work as well. So there's a few different roles here you can use for sure. PvE-wise, Rim Stealer and Headstone right off the bat, that's just the best one there is. You can also use Explosive Payload for PvP or PvE. You can also use One for All for PvE, and Redirection is technically a decent perk, but I don't really like it, so yeah, Frenzy and Desperate Measures is really situational. I'd prefer these two. It's easy crystals, easy thing. I'd run a extra mag, so I'd run, down here I'd run this. I'd run backup mag with one of these mags to see which one gives me the most, so I'd probably run this. Reload is massively shot on there, so probably won't run that one. Probably run this one, so that way I don't get reload negative and run a reload. I'd run a reload finder, or reload, whatever it's called, on the armor. So, the armor mods, I would run a, what is it called? A loader. So, just a loader. Slip me. I'm an idiot. A stasis loader for PvE, and that'd make it really good. PvP, you'd also run a stasis reloader, so, but this would definitely make it good for PvE. Basically, basically the bold version, or the lesser version of the bold, whatever it's called, from the Pale Heart. This would be a less version of that, in my opinion. But it could also be really good, too. So, I'll give it a try when I get one. But I am definitely going for Encore Precision for PvP with Accurized, and either Small Bore, Hammer Forged, Range, or Stability Masterwork with the mods down here, the Range Stability mod. By far, could be a fun one. Hopefully it's got really nice stats feeling. Like, it feels like it has really good, nice stats, not just looks like it has decent stats. We'll see, obviously, once we get it. But I'm excited to try it out. It does look cool of a weapon, too. Next, we have a scout rifle called Red Tape. That's just funny. It's stasis primer as well. Lightweight frame, which is pretty nice. Let's see what we got on it. We also have the same thing that the other ones have for PvE right off the bat. Rim Stealer and Headstone. So that's a really good combo. PvP-wise, we don't really have much. You don't really care for Keep Away on PvP. It's not a bad perk, but it's not really needed. You could use Closing Time or Keep Away, I guess. But I feel like Lone Wolf's the better option here for PvP, just because I think it's obvious. It gives you aim assist, aim down, sight speed, and airborne effectiveness. Airborne effectiveness ain't really needed unless you're a warlock, but the aim assist and aim down sight speed will be nice. Damage perk wise, Rampage is probably the best. You could use Explosive just to flinch people, but I figure Rampage is probably the best option here. Other than that, it doesn't have much. Sadly, it's kind of lacking. You could use Keep Away, but I don't really think it's worth it. You can definitely use Accurized, get a little extra range off it. I'd probably run, I don't know. Probably Fluted, get a little bit more handling and stability, honestly. It's a scout, they have basically infinite range for the most part, so you don't really need to increase its range by much. It is a lightweight frame, and they do shoot relatively quick, so, you know, maybe a stability masterwork or a handling masterwork just to make it quicker switch. And then I just put a little bit of range stability here just to boost the range a bit more. And I'd make it to 50 once you masterworked it. It'd be put it up to 50. So I think this would be the best role for PvP. But PvE, by far, this is the best role. Again, same thing, just creating crystals and destroying them. Infinite frost armor. It's so good. Why wouldn't you use it? So it'd be pretty dumb not to use it, in my opinion. Next one we have is Vantage Point. What a nice name. We like this. It is a 390 pulse, which they're not in the best place right now, but we did just get Bygones back. Bungie might have buffed him. I haven't read the patch notes yet. We might have gotten a buff for him. Right off the bat, we're looking. This is a great perk right off the bat. It improves range, accuracy, and handling instantly. We also have Keep Away, so both really good perks for the beginning. So we can definitely use both of these. Either of these would be really good. You could also use this for a little bit of aim assist. Aim down sight speed, aim assist increase, so that could work. Headseeker, definitely keep away with, or closing time with Headseeker would be the best. I feel like Lone Wolf could work. Just depends on how much the increase is. Sadly, it doesn't actually tell us the increase amount. So if it's a decent bit, this could be worth it. It does say slightly though until you enhance it, which just says improve. So whereas this says significantly improves and this says further improves. So both of these I feel like are the better perks. For PvE, you could also use, actually for PvP, you could also use Jolt and Feedback. It does seem a bit weird, but shooting ads or shooting people and stuff constantly, you could proc this. This could be a useful thing. Jolt's very underrated in PvP, but it actually fucks people up pretty quickly. It's actually pretty useful, and this is a better version of Volt Shot, so potential here. But PvE-wise, I'd definitely do Jolting Feedback, and I'd probably do, I don't know, Edgy to Current, maybe just to get the faster reload and handling. You get amplified really easily nowadays, especially with weapons, so this could end up being really useful. Could end up becoming very useful for quick swaps and quick shooting and stuff, reloading and stuff, so potential's there. I'd run Accurized on both PvP and PvE, and I'd also run, let's see, what's the recoil of that? So you could run this for 84 recoil, but I don't really think you need to. Because I'd run a range masterwork as well for both, so I'd probably end up running either Hammer Forged or Full Bore. Probably Hammer Forged, Full Bore looks a bit low, and I'd run, of course, the same thing, the stability and range one. If it's here, oh, it actually, it's a bug. It's a primary pulse, but it's not showing the range one. So you'd run a range one here, even though it shows the wrong mods on it. It's just a bug. Hopefully this is a bug on the website, not in the game, because this is a game bug that's hilarious, but also F. But definitely would be a good PvE role to try and have some fun with, and PvP as well. I'm excited for. Hopefully 390s actually got buffed. We'll see. The next weapon is Scavenger's Fate Shotgun. So it's a precision frame, another precision frame, like the new weapon for comp, but this one kind of sucks. Maybe. There's a little iffiness here. We'll talk about it. So for PvE, we'll go with PvE first. Destabilizing rounds kind of could work, but it is a precision. I like rapid fire ones. They're the best for PvE, I feel like, because they just put out so much damage so quickly. Also slugs, obviously, but mostly rapid fires. Everything else feels way too slow and way less damage. It's not worth it. But you could use it for ad clearing, or you could use Surrounded over Whirlpool for some damage. It technically could be decent, but I really wouldn't recommend that. I recommend PvP. You could use Close Time, which is a different version of Opening Shot, basically. Further improves range, accuracy, and handling as the magazine gets lower. In PvP, you most of the time only have 1 or 2 shots max, so logically speaking, this perk should be either capped at its max potential, or at least constantly active. It does say further improves the lower it gets, but again, it doesn't have stats, so I don't fucking know what it actually does fully. Could be a better version of Opening Shot, potentially, we don't know. We do have Lone Wolf as well, which is actually useful. It's actually a pretty cool perk as well. Aim assist, aim on sight, speed, airborne effectiveness, all things you would want on a shotgun. So this could potentially be really good. We also have Slide Shot, which is just obviously a good perk, just straight off the bat. So that would work really well for PvE. Obviously, I'd use either Accurized or Assault Mag, and always Barrel Shroud. Whether it's PvE or PvP, I always use Barrel Shroud just for the faster handling. Always a handling masterwork or range masterwork, depending on some stuff, but usually it's a handling masterwork. And then you can actually use this for a little bit extra range, or you could use this for a little extra handling. Depending on you, it depends on the player, obviously. Personally, I'd go with the range. 57, 57 ain't that great for handling, but it's not bad either. So it's okay. I'd actually probably go Accurized instead of Assault Mag personally, and then I would go handling if I went Assault Mag. Or, sorry, if I went Accurized, I'd go Assault Mag. I would go handling, and if I went Assault Mag, I'd go range, something like that, just to even it out a bit. But for PvE, like I said, destabilizing rounds, you can use Repulsor, Feeding Frenzy, Lone Wolf if you want. It really doesn't matter. Dual Loader. Nothing's really good on this for PvE. It's a precision shotgun, so I don't really care for PvE, personally. Next weapon is an insurmountable sidearm. So this thing actually comes with basically a god roll when you get it from the battle pass, or the season pass, episode pass, whatever they want to call it. It's a really good roll. So I would recommend you go look at that and, get to that level and actually try it out there. But the best roll, by far, has got to be Lone Wolf for this slot. It just makes perfect sense. I mean, you could technically use Air Trigger and greatly increase your ammo reserves when airborne. Accuracy and reload speed are further increased, but target acquisition decreased. It's not a horrible perk. Air Trigger is okay, but ammo reserves is pointless because obviously it's a primary void precision frame sidearm, so it's useless. Um, Airborne accuracy and reload speed are increased when you're airborne's awesome, but you do lose acquisition, which kind of sucks, so I wouldn't really recommend it. I'd prefer this one where it improves your aim assist, your aim down at sight time, and your airborne effectiveness, and it improves all of them, where this one decreases a couple of them, so that's, or one of them, so this is way better. But then I would recommend either this for more range, accuracy, and handling, which would be really good, or either Rampage or Desperate Measures, or even Volatile. Destabilizing rounds, just to create those explode when you kill someone. It'll explode, and if someone else is near him, you'll be able to shoot him again to Volatile. So that's kind of cracked. But personally, I'm going with Closing Time or Rampage. Those are the two perks I like. I do want Closing Time more than anything. I'd also accept Harmony. Harmony is a really good perk that nobody really uses anymore, but you do see once in a while. It's a fun perk. It's great if you're able to kill with a shotgun or another weapon, another primary weapon you have, or a sniper or whatever. Then you can switch to this and have this damage bonus. And it's really good and really nice, so it is worth it. But personally, I want Closing Time for more range or Rampage. I'd go for Range Masterwork. I'd go Full Bore Accurized, or I'd go Hammerforge Accurized. It depends on how it feels. Some of them need more range, some of them need less range. It just really depends on how it feels for the stability. We'll see. I'd also literally run range and stability here. I just go pure range, and I'd put that at 50 range, or 51 stability, and I'd have 86 range. And then if you run this, you would have even more, and if you run this, you technically get more because the damage increase. So they both work. You could also use Desperate Measures, but I don't really like Desperate Measures that much. Only a couple weapons it feels nice on, the rest it just feels pointless because there's better perks like Rampage, so... But you'd have even more range with this thing. You might actually be able to have max range with this. I don't know how much range this increases by, sadly. Because, again, we don't have the stats for it. But then Rampage, obviously, based on your stack, would indirectly be giving you more range because your damage is increased. So, it's going to help out a lot. It's a 10%, 21%, and then a 33.10%. 10? Yeah, 33.10%. This sidearm I'm excited for the most. Like I said, there's basically a free roll you get inside the Battle Pass. Season Pass, Episode Pass, whatever they call it. So, basically perfect god roll nearly, so you should definitely try it out if you get there before you get a good one. The next one we're looking at is Servidity. I don't know what the fuck that is. I said it wrong, I know, whatever. Sniper Rifle, unfortunately, doesn't have really good PvP perks. I'm a bit disappointed in this. But it does have some okay PvE rolls, I guess, technically. So right off the bat, I'd go Fluted Barrel. I'd either go Accurized or more Magazine, one of the more mag perks. It just depends, truthfully. I'd go Stability, Masterwork, and either No Distractions. For PvP, I go to No Distractions or Withering Gaze, maybe, with No Distractions, just to get... Because you have to aim this weapon for a short period anyways. So we enhance that. Aiming this weapon for a shorter period of time without firing grants the ability to weaken the next target. Timer resets after firing or when you stop aiming down sights. Or when you stop aiming down sights, sorry. So, in a weird way, No Distractions is giving you the flinch resist, because that's what it does. And then this gives you a weakening effect, so if you shoot someone and you body them, you do weaken them a bit. It is an adaptive frame void, so it's not going to make them super weak. It'll put them at half health, a little under half health or whatever, so... It's okay. Box breathing could also work. In theory, maybe you could shoot a super and one-tap them out of a higher damage super, but I think you can already do that out of all the supers, so it's kind of pointless. Harmony could just be fun to have. I don't think it'll body shot anyone or anything, but it could work just for the fun of it. It's not the greatest roll. Precision Instrument, not really going to work either. So PvP-wise, not the greatest roll. PvE-wise, not really the greatest either. I'd say Dragonfly with either maybe Desperate Measures or maybe Withering Gaze just to weaken something. So like a champion, you shoot a champion with it, you weaken it, and then you have Dragonfly to explode ads or something. So like beefier ads you can one-tap or something. I don't know, like, it's not that great of a sniper, sadly. It's kind of trash. You could always use Firing Line, but it's only got 5 in the mag, and there's nothing here that actually increase your ammo economy, so don't really think it's worth it. Personally, I don't think the sniper is worth a shit. It would purely be a meme sniper. Dragonfly could be fun in PvP as well, just to blow people's heads up. But I don't really see the sniper being useful in any situation. So I could be wrong. Somebody could find a use for it. Maybe like Desperate and Dragonfly could create some sort of crazy combo. I don't know. Someone would have to let me know if they found a use for it. Personally, don't think it's worth a shit in PvE or PvP. Next weapon we got is a Noxus Vetiver submachine gun. This thing has some okay rolls. It's not the greatest. It's an arc primary, precision frame. It's unfortunately not the best we've seen, but it's not the worst either. So first off, right off the bat, PvE and PvP, I'd go full bore accurized. It needs range. It's a SMG. It needs range. The stability is a bit low, but we can fix that with this mod down here with the +6, which then puts it at 34. Wait, did I click it? Yeah, I did. Wait, hold up. Yeah, okay. So then that puts it at 36 when you masterwork, because it's a range masterwork, so we'll add +2, so they'll put it at 36 range, or stability, sorry, and that puts it at 89 range. So it's not bad. Target lock for PvP, obviously. PvE, I'd probably use Frenzy or Jolting Feedback. Personally, Jolting Feedback I think would be a lot better. So I probably would use that, but yeah, PvP, we'd definitely use Target Lock. Heating Up is a really good perk. It could work in theory, because you do get where Heating Up is. Final Blows with this weapon increase accuracy and stability while improving vertical recoil for a longer duration. So accuracy and stability is easily increased. You don't have to reload, just getting kills in general. So weapon kills grant the following for 6.5 seconds, 15 stability and 20 recoil direction. So 20 recoil direction, that's not even needed. It'll be max without a doubt. -15% decreased accuracy cone size, -15% decreased accuracy cone growth. Stacks 2 times cone scalars. Stack multiplicity. Oh my god, English is hard today. Shut up. I can't speak English. What's new? 15% to 27.75%. Buff remains active while stowed. Buff duration is increased by 1 second for the enhance. So really good perk. Just requires kills and nothing else. So target lock and this would go really well together, I feel like. So pretty good option. You could also use Unrelenting. Unrelenting is a really underused perk, but in PvP, it heals you after, I think it's 2 Crucible kills, and in PvE, it's like every 3 little kills, and then any major dies, it heals you instantly. So I would go like Unrelenting plus Jolting Feedback, so it's constantly causing jolt, killing ads, constantly healing me. Could be a little combo. Could be a fun combo, potentially. I don't know for sure. Other thing is Loose Change could work in theory for PvP and PvE because of what it is. Applying an elemental debuff to a target increases this weapon's reload speed, aim assist, and movement while aiming down sights for an improved duration. So, it's only 5 seconds, but in theory, this could work really well. You jolt an ad or jolt a player, and then you get the increased reload, you aim assist, better aim assist, and movement speed while aiming. So, in theory, that could be a good combo. But I personally think Unrelenting or Heating Up with Target Lock for PvP. Jolting, again, is a really good perk for PvP, so it could work really well. It just depends on if it procs quick enough. That's really what it depends on. So, there's some easy ways to get amplified, though, in PvP, especially in a Hunter, so, and a Warlock, and even a Titan. So, logically speaking, this might be relatively easy to proc. We'll see, though. So, I'm excited to try this out, though. I do love SMGs, and precision frames are my favorite SMG type, so I like precisions, lightweights, so yeah. We'll see how this goes. We'll try it out and see how it goes. Next weapon is Bittersweet. What a name. Grenade launcher. So it's a grenade launcher, so there's not much of it that's going to be really good. I mean, right away, the only thing good is bait and switch. Yes, technically, Jolting Feedback could be decent, but depends on how many shots it takes. If it takes quite a few shots, then it's trash. If it only takes like 2 shots, maybe. But unfortunately, there's nothing to increase your ammo capacity other than really nothing. I mean, this is probably the only thing. I don't think anything else really increases your mag. That has 1, and that's it. So yeah. And you'd want Spike anyways for damage. So unfortunately, not the greatest weapon. Yeah, unfortunately, not the greatest weapon. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in that. That's not that great by any means. The best option is Reverberation. Maybe it'll increase your damage. I doubt it will, but it might if you're lucky. Weapon kills grant 100 blast radius for 6 seconds. So final blows of this weapon increase the size of its detonation for an improved duration. So yeah, it maxes out your blast radius, so you could put your velocity on it then if you get a kill with it. So in theory, this could work well, I guess, but I don't know. Um, it might be better as like an ad clearing thing, so killing tally with unrelenting, just to keep healing yourself while you clear ads. That might be the best option for it. Um, it's not really that great. PvP wise, honestly, unrelenting killing tally would be what I'd go with. I think that'd be the best option by far for PvP. I wouldn't really use it in PvP either. I mean, this could also work in PvP. This and these two combos together could be really good. I don't know. I wouldn't really. I'd use this only to test it. I don't know if I'd keep it. It really depends on what it would be like. This would be what I'd do in PvP. I'd have this roll so it's 70, so it can one-tap people, and then increase your damage so you can one-tap people if you miss not fully hit on. So in theory, this could work. I'm not really sure. We'd have to see and find. We'd have to try it out and find out. So this is a maybe in PvP, maybe in PvE. It's not that great overall. Kind of sad. What's new? Bungie for you. New rocket launcher, which I do like. Rockets. It's stasis, which is nice. It's aggressive frame, which is a bit iffy, but that's okay. We've got Chill Clip and Rhyme Stealer on, which is kind of a cool. We have Quick Draw and Quick Draw. Either this is a bug, or I think this is a bug. I think this is a bug on the website, or this is a bug in game. If it can get double quick draw, one, that's stupid, but two, that's fucking hilarious. Honestly, if this is possible, I want to get it just for the memes, because it's fucking hilarious. And honestly, quick draw plus slide shot could be a good combo just for the memes. But we got bipod, which is okay. I would recommend that for PvE, probably slide shot bipod. If it actually reloads both shots, that'd be insane. If it only reloads one, it's not going to be that great. So I'd go auto-loading then. It really just depends on how that works. Definitely could use Rhyme Stealer and Chill Clip, though. A little bit of, it'd be a bit weird, because it's only shooting one shot at a time, right? Sorry, my voice is dying, so not that great. But you could go Chill Clip with auto-loading, you know, shoot a few shots of other things, switch back, maybe get lucky. But probably bipod auto is your best option in PvE. PvP, Chill Clip would be decent just because if you don't kill them, it'll slow them the fuck down so they can't run away. So then I'd recommend maybe this just to get the better aim assist. I don't really know. Again, quick draw and quick draw just for the memes. if you don't have it, I don't know what's going on here. Why there's double quick draw, but it's a bit bugged, that's for sure. Bungie, I guess, I don't know. Obviously, impact casing, and then you want something that helps with blast radius or volatile. I don't think it actually matters much anymore. I think they've changed it, or it doesn't matter, so I just probably go with that for positive stats. Go blast radius for a little more radius, or velocity for damage, and then same thing down here, just blast and velocity. This is what I'd probably do for PvE. Or this, just to slow it down. If you have something that helps you increase your damage to slowed targets, this would be a good combo. But otherwise, it's pretty disappointing as well. Half these weapons are pretty disappointing right now, and the other half are okay. So now we're going to get into the actual weapons that they brought back, which first off is Ignition Code. This thing is back, which is awesome. Right off the bat for PvE, I would go Slide Shot and High Ground, or Slide Shot and Reverberation. I'm just kidding, Reverberation is actually pointless on this. Unless you lower the blast radius, it is pointless. Because all it does is increase it. I was just joking there. Frenzy, Vorpal could both work. Harmony could work even. Harmony would probably be a fun perk for PvP. I'd recommend this for PvP or High Ground for PvP. Because the moment you hit someone, you're going to be able to do a lot more damage. If you're above them on a ledge or something, you shoot down at them, you're going to do a lot more damage on the next shot if you reload. So if you slide shot and then you slide and then you shoot the next one. So in potential here, there's potential. PvE wise, you'd probably use Velocity Rounds or... Yeah, I think Velocity Rounds is what you'd use. Quick launch of Velocity Rounds, and then Slide Shot. Either Harmony to get the increased damage after you kill with another weapon, like an SMG, sniper, hand cannon, hand cannon, or a sidearm. Or you can use High Ground as well. You have two shots, shoot the one, get the increased damage, shoot the second one, and absolutely obliterate them. So, probably be your best option. It just really depends on how this works out. Unfortunately, it's not the best. It does kind of suck that's how it works, but it's not that great. I wish it kind of had kinetic trimmers. I would love to see a grenade launcher of kinetic trimmers, personally. I think that'd be really cool. But Bungie hasn't added it yet, so we'll see. I think Slide Shot Connect Trimmers would have been a great combo on this. It would have been an absolute monster combo. You can constantly shoot so you can get multiple shots out at once, and then you can flip in, have Connect Trimmers proc. I think that's how it should have been, but that's fine. Next one is Soldier's Tail, which got an increasingly crazy buff, in a sense. It's actually crazy. It got Quick Draw now, which I don't think it had Quick Draw before. Maybe it did, but I don't remember it having Quick Draw, so I don't know. Might be right, might be wrong. We'll see. It is a slug shotgun. It's a solar one. Definitely one of my favorite slugs. It's not the favorite, but it's top like 4, so top 5 maybe, so somewhere in there. So we're gonna start with the interesting roll. So right at the bat, you should go Fluted Barrel and Accurize. A lot of people might tell you go full bore, might tell you go this to get max range. Yes, it helps, obviously, but you get the fluted, so you get that extra handling, because when Quick Draw is deactivated, that handling is going to fucking hurt. It is going to severely hurt. So you're going to want to have some more handling to balance that out, without a doubt. You can also use Moving Target, then you just have high handling in general, which personally I might use Moving Target in opening, which it used to have as well. It's a good combo. So that could work. Quick Draw, Moving Target, one of the two for PvP. Definitely go range and stability, and then range here, so that way you get more range stability, so flinch resist, and then your handling's decent. You get 80 handling when you masterworked it, because it's +2. So that'd be really good. You do get a little extra reload speed with Quick Draw as well, which is nice. PvE, I don't know. I mean, the other thing for PvP, you could use Harmony if you get a kill with another weapon. It would be able to do more damage, so it could help you out if they're like only been shot once and stuff, but that's more of situational. PvE-wise, I'd probably say Precision Instrument with auto-loading, just to do some extra damage real quick. You do a mag perk, so you would end up with more mag. You get 6 right now, so you do this for an extra amount, maybe. Or that's Assault. You could use Assault as well for PvE or PvP. Sorry, I don't think any of these magazines give a lot of ammo. I think they all just give +1, sadly. So yeah. So 7, you know, maybe run a bag of mag for 8. You could run auto-loading Precision just to put out some more damage, maybe. But it's not the best slug. There's way better slugs for damage, so I wouldn't really recommend this one for that. PvE-wise, PvP-wise could be fun. You could also use Air Trigger, but at the same time it does mess with your target acquisition, so I don't know. Might not really be worth it. Depends on what you play on and what you're able to deal with. So, really just a situational system there, but we'll see. So yeah, on to the next weapon, which is Grid Skipper, which was once a absolute beast of a weapon, and it actually became even more broken. I'm scared, I'm not gonna lie. I'm fucking terrified. So there's a few different ways you can run on this thing, things you can run. So some people will run Arrowhead to get that recoil, because it is rapid fire, so it shoots really sporadically. So some people go Arrowhead, Ricochet. If they had Accurize, it would have been nice. You can go Zen Moment, you can go Killing Wind. You could go Lone Wolf for better aim assist, and on sight speed and airborne effectiveness. This is rapid fire, so you can actually use it pretty well in the air. It's not perfectly accurate or anything, but you can shoot a ton of bullets really quick. So in theory, if you're shooting someone they're aping, you can jump back and just spam them still in the air, especially if this would help out a lot. So in theory, it could work. Killing Wind, obviously a good perk. Right off the bat, you don't have to question it. Perpetual, great perk. Zen Moment, obviously, is a really good perk. Probably Zen Moment would be the best perk, in my opinion. Head Seeker, all the way. There's no question about it. Range Masterwork, Range of Stability mod. Puts you at 54 range if you use Arrowhead, but if you do use something else, like either Full Bore, which you can use on this, you would get it up to 89 range. Or 69 range, sorry, and that'd be really good. Or you can use Hammer Forge for 64 range. Keep that little extra stability to keep it more vertical, more control, more stability, so less flinch, you know, better system. PvE wise, stabilizing rounds, repulsive brace right off the bat, best roll. I'm not even gonna try to act like there's any other better roll. It's just straight up. I'd use basically the same thing, except I'd use backup mag, and I'd still probably use Ricochet just to bounce stuff around and stuff. So there's no question about it in my mind. So last weapon, and not least, we got Chroma Rush, which a lot of people are happy is returning. I'm sort of happy it's returning. I don't really like the 720s that much. There's only a couple of them I like. Chroma was one of the ones I liked, but I never could get a good roll on it, so it is nice it's back, but it is, unfortunately, RNG, since it's not craftable, so it's a bit rough, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. It's got really good perks, though, right off the bat. So some people would go Arrowhead. Some would use that for the 75 recoil. Some people use Full Bore, some lunatics, I might be one of them. Hammer Forge is what most people should be using. Accurized, Diabetic Sway or Heating Up. Both of these perks are just god tier perks. This one does require a kill to get bonuses, whereas this one just automatically gives you bonuses. But they're both god tier perks. You could also use Killing Wind if you want a little extra range. Instantly, Target Lock's the best perk. Kill Clip, 100% is good, 100% meta, whole bunch of fucking broken shit there. But Target Lock is just the most consistent and easy to use. Yes, Kill Clip is too, but Target Lock will proc while you're fighting people, so whereas Kill Clip requires you to kill, and reload. Some people also use probably Dynamic and tap the trigger. But personally, I think Target Lock or Kill Clip's your best option. You could also use Rampage for the fun of it, but Kill Clip and Target Lock, I'm basically convinced are the best perks for it. Range Masterwork, Range and Stability mod as well. For PvE, either Rampage with Subsistence or Kinetic Trimmers with Subsistence would just be probably the best options there are by far. Kinetic Trimmers is a great perk. Autos it's a bit iffy with, but it is a good perk. Rampage, though, obviously a good perk for PvE as well. Subsistence Rampage is a crazy combo. Even today, it's still one of the best combos in the game. So, definitely would recommend it. Or Kinetic Trimmers, which is not a bad perk by any means either. So yeah, that's the new weapons. That's all the perks for them. That's the god rolls in my opinion. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment what you think. Have a good day. We out. Adios. Thanks for watching.